Malaysia, a country located on the Asian continent, in Southeast Asia and consists of two regions, Peninsular Malaysia, linked to Singapore by a causeway and a bridge, in East Malaysia, on the island of Borneo, and consists of two states, Sabah and Sarawak. Malaysia has four neighboring countries. These are, Thailand, located to the north, Indonesia on the island of Borneo, Brunei on the island of Borneo, and Singapore to the south. It has a population of 32.6 million people. Kuala Lumpur, with about 8 million inhabitants, is the administrative capital. Malay, Bahasa Malaysia, is its official language. National motto, Unity, is strength. Government type, constitutional monarchy. Federation of 13 states and 3 territories. The country also has a king who is elected every 5 years. Religion, mainly Islam, 60%. There are also Buddhists, 20%, Christians, 9%, and Hindu, 6%. Moreover, according to Malaysian constitution, all citizens of Malaysia are considered Muslims. Literacy, 93% of the population 15 years and above can read and write. Currency, Ringgit. History, signs of human settlements on the Malay Peninsula date back more than 40,000 years. The first settlers arrived from China and India around the 1st century AD. In the 15th century, Portuguese conquered port towns such as Malacca. After this, the Dutch established their rule. In the late 17th century, the British ruled in the area with main settlements in Malacca, Penang, and Singapore. During the Second World War, the Japanese invaded the country and occupied the area for 3 years. Malaysia gained independence in 1963. National Day, August 31st. National symbols, Malayan tiger, national animal, hibiscus, national flower, gold and black, national colors. National anthem, Negaraku, which means my country. Malaysia is slightly larger in area than the state of New Mexico/USA, or slightly larger than Norway. Flying from London/UK to Kuala Lumpur takes around 13 hours, and from New York/USA about 21 hours. Malaysia has 13 states, the biggest state called Sarawak and the smallest is Perlis. Malaysia has hundreds of islands along the coastline. Pulau Langkawi is the biggest island of the country. Pulau means island in Malaysian. Malaysia's highest point is Mount Kinabalu, which is on the island of Borneo. Mount Kinabalu is 4,095 m/13,435 feet high. The longest river is the Rajang River with 563 km/350 feet. Malaysia's Molo Caves on the island of Borneo are one of the largest cave systems in the world and is home to millions of bats and swiftlets. There are 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Malaysia, among them the towns of Malacca, also referred to as Malacca, and Georgetown, also called Penang. The Rafflesia is the world's largest and heaviest flower. The Rafflesia arnoldii can grow up to 1 m/3 feet in diameter and can weigh up to 10 kilograms per 22 pounds. It is often called the monster flower as it is so big and has a foul odor that attracts insects. The huge red flower with 5 petals does not have a stem, leaves or even roots, but is a parasite growing on a host vine. The Rafflesia is named after explorer Stamford Raffles and was first discovered by Joseph Arnold in 1818. Malaysia lies close to the equator and thus has an equatorial climate with 2 rainy seasons. The humidity is very high. Singapore is linked to Johor Bahru/Malaysia by a 26 km/16 miles long bridge. Kuala Lumpur, the capital city with its historic colonial buildings and the buzzing markets, botanical gardens and the luxurious shopping malls. The famous Petronas Twin Towers provide the tourists a bird's-eye view of the city. You can also visit the old railway station and the Sultan Abdul Samad building, which has a 40 m/131 feet high clock tower. Penang, also called Georgetown, is known as the food capital of Malaysia. The local Nanya cuisine, which includes Chinese and Malay cooking traditions, is well worth a visit. The historic city with its British colonial buildings, Chinese shophouses and modern graffiti paintings is a must. Langkawi, The archipelago of 99 islands is located off the Malaysian northwestern coastline, close also to the southernmost region of Thailand. Only 4 islands of the archipelago are inhabited. The main island Pulau Langkawi is known for its cable car, skybridge and beautiful beaches. Cameron Highlands, these lush green rolling hills with tea plantations are located on a plateau in central Malaysia, roughly 200 km/120 miles north of Kuala Lumpur. This is one of the favorite tourist destinations in Malaysia due to its mild and cool climate, abundant wildlife and rainforests. The economy in Malaysia is mainly driven by the rubber and palm oil industries, as well as petroleum and natural gas production. Agricultural products include palm oil, cocoa, and rice. The tourism sector is also dominant in many regions. Singapore, China, the USA and Japan are the country's main export and import partners. Malaysia exports mainly palm oil, petroleum and liquefied natural gas as well as electrical appliances, wood products and textiles. It mainly imports electronics, plastics, vehicles and machinery. Major Malaysia cities are Kuala Lumpur, its twin sister Petaling Jaya and others such as Georgetown, Ipoh, Johor Bahru and Kota Kinabalu. People in Malaysia usually communicate in Bahasa Melayu. This is Malaysia's national language and also is known as Bahasa Malaysia. And more than 112 indigenous languages are spoken in Malaysia. The most common indigenous language is Iban. Besides English, many people speak a Chinese language, such as Hokkien or Cantonese. Tamil, Telugu as well as Thai are also spoken in the northern parts of the country. Malay and English are compulsory languages in public schools. Bananas, coconuts, cocoa, pineapples and rice are the main agricultural products in Malaysia. Most Malaysian dishes contain rice, called nasi, or noodles, mee, coconut, shellfish and beef, chicken, peanuts and chili. Here are some typical Malaysian foods and dishes. Nasi lemak, coconut rice, rice that has been cooked in coconut milk, with boiled egg, vegetables, curried meat such as chicken or beef and sambal, chili sauce. Mee goreng, yellow fried noodle dish with chili and soy sauce and fried vegetables as well as beef or chicken strips and sometimes shrimps are added in as well. Beef rendang, beef stewed in curried coconut milk and lots of spices, usually served with rice. Asam laksa, spicy fish stew with rice noodles and tamarind. Murtabak, fried and folded pancake which is filled with minced meat and vegetables. Roti john, flat pancake sandwich filled with minced meat, eggs and cheese, typical street vendor or hawker center food. Ice kakong, shaved ice topped with sugary syrup in various bright colors, usually sits on a mound of red bean jelly and served with various fruits. Very sweet but delicious. It comes in many flavors. Rojak, fruit and vegetable mix served as salad or even in fried dough parcels that are filled with the mixed fruits and vegetables such as pineapples and cucumbers. Goreng pisang, deep fried banana fritters sprinkled with sugar. The Borneo orangutan is among the most fascinating species in the world. Orangutans are the largest mammals that live in the tree canopies of the tropical rainforests in Malaysia's Borneo or Indonesia's Sumatra. The Malayan tiger also inhabits the southern parts of the Malaysian peninsula and a critically endangered species. The tiger is threatened by poaching and other human activities such as deforestation.